But what I'm saying here is that, well, it's similar to the same thing that the G7 governors are doing presently. So one wonders why these are getting the hammer just yesterday.
No, I've already stated this, isn't it?
It's still not clear.
G7 governors are led by these people. You know, G7 governors are simply members. These are the leaders of the group.
But this is for
and
members.
You have
this
a chairman of the group.
This is a guide
you have
for
a
members.
national, a so-called secretary of the group. So the party can start at any level to say, let's start at this level on the leadership.
Dr. Dogo, let us look at it like this.
Right.
I mean, what have we been saying negotiating all the time with the president? Who are those people who are always coming out to read the communique? You know, every time they meet with the president. Can we not say that those are also leaders in that particular group?
In fact, by what you have said, isn't it? You can see the difference here. Are you getting me? You can see even the difference. If those governors have even accepted to meet with the president, to discuss, isn't it? It means they are giving room for dialogue.
No,
and these folks refuse to even meet the leadership.
Just a moment.
It means they are staying away. They don't even want the president.
Dr. Dogo.
So the action of the party.
Hold on a moment, just a moment. The one thing I'm very grateful to God for is that I have a photographic memory. I wish that we could play the visuals. What we usually see is that these leaders whom you have termed are usually taking the backseat. They're usually present at those negotiation meetings, but oftentimes what we see is that the governors, I mean, what looks like it's playing out here is a very complex game of chess. And, you know, what it seems is happening is that the PDP is taking its time to take out those, as soon as you see that, you know, maybe they're making headway in this particular area, you checkmate them in another area. That's why you will suspend them only after the courts have just recently ruled that he be reinstated.
That is you see, why I'm saying that this does not apply is because you have singled out one person and you have left out the other three. You are simply saying, look, if Onyelola was not part of it, then the PDP is right. Is that what you are saying?
No, we're saying
and because he is there,
not won,
the other three is wrong.
I'm saying that if Onyelola had not won the case, would your party have suspended him, knowing full well that whatever he must have done according to your party regulation,
he did it a long time ago.
I said it was long overdue.
And you came here, the first word that came out of you was that it's long overdue.
Absolutely.
So, good.
If there is a coincidence of actions, it doesn't nullify the validity of that action.
So
if there is a coincidence of action,
it means the party was afraid. The party was afraid of his reinstatement.
There is no
and
issue
they knew fully well that, look, since it's a part and parcel of the new PDP, because I still have to go with the new PDP
I'm surprised to hear you say this. Do you know why I'm saying so? The party cannot be afraid of reinstating
why haven't they suspended 7 governors?
That is what I'm saying.
The party is bigger than everyone. So the party can as well suspend 7 governors.
You see, that is where you are not getting me. You have a group and you have the leadership of the group, isn't it? You take decisions on the leaders first. It's a simple administrative
logic. Reminded you that when they meet with the president, we still have the case that when they meet with the president, they're the ones who actually, sorry to button there, when they meet with the president, we don't get to see these people talk. It is the governors who normally speak when they stand with the president every time they meet. It means that these are leaders of the party in their respective states. And they are much more powerful than some of these people who are secretaries
in their respective states.
Good.
And these are the leaders of that group are comprising all the states.
And we know how powerful states and regions are in the political equation of the country.
More important than the leaders of the 7.
Dr. Dogo,
that is what you have to understand. You have leaders of the 7 states. And then we are talking of the individual's political projections and whatever it is a different thing. Even when the president is standing, isn't it, with the chairman of the party, there's you yourselves. You will snap only the president. You will focus more on the president than the chairman of the party. But the supremacy of the party is still there. That the chairman of that the party is supreme. And if the party is supreme, it means the chairman of the party is supreme. But in political settings, all these kind of arrangements exist.
Dr. Dogo, just a moment. I also, because it will seem that we are the ones making an issue out of this.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Just a moment.
Because there's none.
Just a moment. I really do wish that we could have the papers back and we can actually take a look at all the front pages. You have one right in front of you.
It doesn't matter.
Just a moment. It doesn't say. It doesn't even mention the name of the chairman. It starts with Oyinlola. All the papers are clear on one thing, that the PDP, that is the headline.
Because that is what the papers can report to sell their papers.
Just a moment.
It's simply sensational.
It is sensational. Not that the action itself
it is
speaks of something that we should wonder.
Single paper in Nigeria, and every headline does not tally with the story.
Why?
I have seen headlines.
Why?
Are you getting me? Some papers make headlines of some issues, and that headline is simply in the middle page of another.
Dr. Dogo,
that only depends on
that is besides the point. Just a moment. That is besides the point. On this particular matter, everybody is making a meal out of the fact that the PDP has suspended Mr. Oyinlola.
But Oyinlola is the secretary, not the chairman of the group.
Interestingly, that is what I was just about to bring out, and I'm happy that you pointed that out. That interestingly, you say he's just the secretary of the group, and that is the person everybody's focusing on. Doesn't it tell you something? Doesn't it smack of underhand dealings?
I read and I analyze things not in the ordinary sense. You see, you have different ways of reasoning. Are you getting me? And because we have simplistic ideas of looking at things and reasoning, that is why we have this kind of perception. Do you see it?
So, in other words,
it is because people, they say, oh, look, there was a court decision, and the PDP has come out. And if the PDP has suspended him before the court decision, these issues wouldn't have arisen. But wouldn't have made a difference.
Let me read part of this, which
read it.
In an ambush of judiciary, PDP suspends Oyinlola. Hold on. Look at the riders. First of them says 3 others suspended in an apparent afterthought.
That is the afterthought of the writer.
I didn't even see that. That was why I was asking. The afterthought
that is exactly what I'm saying.
That's why I'm saying the afterthought of the party. Because this constitution is before me, and the actions of the G7 governors are even huge, grave, and more of effect than what these people who have been suspended have been. They have been in the forefront. They have been in the vanguard, saying that look, this is the way to go.
And if you say you are assuming by making that statement.
It's not assumption. They speak daily.
But when they speak, that is the truth. You are assuming by your statement that everybody in the state where those governors are belongs to them, which is not true.
We're not talking about states.
If you are ascribing so much greatness to them, if it were like that, and that in their respective states, everybody will follow them because they are great, then they wouldn't even be doubting about, they wouldn't even use the acronym saying they are new PDP. They would have simply catapulted themselves and taken over the whole PDP.
I think they are great.
It simply shows they are not rangers.
No, I think they are great, because if they are not great, then this 58I that engages in unauthorized publicity of disputes within the party or creates a parallel party organ at any level will kick in. So these are great people. That is why this is lacking and can't be effected on this G7.
No. You see, that is the issue I'm telling you. There is a process. And a process, you take the first steps, isn't it? And you can take a decision. And it doesn't mean that everybody that goes there, you will just say, oh, look, PDP will have just walking out and say, look, every governor, every member in your state, that is what you are saying, that has followed this government, everybody that has pronounced and said, look, I am against PDP, you are all suspended.
Just a moment.
There could be governors and leaders of the party in their state, but these are the leaders of the group. And the PDP has simply taken decision on the leaders of the group. And it happens that Lola happened to be one of
just
them.
a moment.
It doesn't make a difference.
May I just ask you, I know we're already been rounded off, but just want to ask you, you mentioned the process. What process was followed here? What is the process to suspension?
To suspend the leadership of the group.
No.
First, to suspend the leadership of the group. And if...
What is the process? He says that they were not even issued a query.
Why do you need to issue a query if you have already taken a decision?
Let me tell you why.
Why are you asking? You have said that you are
Section 57.
What query do you even
just
want?
Just a minute, we'll close on that. Section 57.
The query will be it will look funny.
Okay.
If I say I am this and I am ready to do this, what are you querying? You have already declared what you are.
Fine. Let me read this to you because in the light of your statements, we're going to close. Don't worry. Section 57(6) says, any decision taken against a member who has not been informed of the charges against him or has not been given any opportunity to defend himself shall be null and void. This is your constitution.
If you have already declared what's
your constitution.
No. Wait. If you have already declared what you are, how can you be saying that you have not been told the charges when you have been called several times and told that, look, what you are doing is wrong, let us reconcile? What charges do you want them to be told again?
Thank you for coming, Dr. Dogo.